What is up, internet? Welcome to another video. Today I'll be talking about the new online competition that Nintendo released on Switch, which has some very interesting rules, and I wanted to delve into that today. So what we're looking at is the Battle of Legends, and its registration date is from October 1st to October 15th, and the battle date is from October 16th to October 18th. So that's in about 2 weeks, which is not that far away, considering if you want to build a team, and you probably will, because this has a very interesting rule set. As you can see, it says battle format singles, but that's actually wrong. The format is doubles. 15 battles per day, that's standard rules for tournaments. Time 7 minutes. Available national Pokédex. Pokemon must have Galar or Battle Ready mark, obviously. And then we have restricted Pokemon, 1 per team. Pokemon limits, team of 1 to 6 Pokemon from level 1 to 100, and they're all set to level 50, so that's it. And then we have Battle of Legends competition is the first Sword and Shield competition that allows you to use any legendary or mythical Pokemon. So that's a big one, because mythical Pokemon have never actually been legal in VGC. For some reason, I don't know why, because they're not that broken, honestly. Except maybe Mew, because Mew can learn every single TM and TR move in the game. It can even learn Transform, I think, from Ditto. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but yeah. And obviously the rewards are 50 battle points, which is pretty nice. So these are the Pokemon that you can use, and in this video I wanted to go over how you could actually use the mythical Pokemon, because we know how to use Mewtwo, Reshiram, Zekrom, and all the other legends that have been legal already in 2018. Except for Zashi and Zamazenta and Eternatus. I might go into them after, but let's start with the Mythicals first, because you never really get to use Mythicals in doubles, so yeah. Alright, so let's start off with Mew. Mew can learn has the ability Synchronize, first of all, which, when you get poisoned, paralyzed, or burned, so does the opponent that gave you that status. So you can run a physical, a special Mew, you can run a bulky Mew, because it has actually 100 base stats across the board. So you can do a lot of stuff with Mew, simply because it has so much variety, and I don't know, you could be very creative with Mew. That's all I'm gonna say, because you can literally learn like every single TM and TR. So that's 200 moves at your disposal, plus its level up moves, which let me see here, I don't think are anything special. Yeah, we got Pound, Reflect type. That's very interesting. Making the user the same type as the target, so you could change your type. Amnesia is pretty good. Raises your special defense stat by 3. Yeah. Ancient Power, Life Dew is pretty nice. Nasty Plot, Metronome. Nasty Plot is a TR, I think. Metronome, Imprison, Transform. Oh, it does learn Transform. Aura Sphere and Psychic are also TRs, so there's that. So the only thing I'd say, Life Dew is pretty nice, and Amnesia is really cool. Reflect type is also very interesting. I don't know how you would get that. Probably from like a Porygon? I don't know, let me see. Oh, actually, Actually, Tentacruel learns it and Gengar learns it. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so there's that. I'm just going to skip over Mew because it's too complicated. Now we got Celebi. Now, Celebi also has 100 base stats across the board. So you could run physical or special, but I think special Celebi is mostly run. And it has the ability Natural Care, which when you switch out, you heal your status if you have any. Gets Heal Bell, Magical Lead, yeah, Ancient Power, Life Dew, Leech Seed. Recover is very nice. Healing Wish, Leaf Storm, Perish Song, that's very interesting. You could use that. Solar Beam, Solar Blade, Thunder Wave. In this metagame, 100 is, I wouldn't say, it's in the middle, honestly, because there are a lot of Pokemon like Dragapult with 142 base speed, and then, yeah. 100 is pretty fast, honestly, but, just gonna move my screen so I can see. But yeah, a fast Thunder Wave user is nice. Safeguard, Rest. People in singles run like Rest Protect. I don't know, a lot on a lot of different Pokemon. You have Rain Dance, Sunny Day, Facade, Swift Swim. Helping Hand is actually really nice. Imprison, you can imprison Trick Room. You could also Trick Room. The bad thing about Celebi is that it's 4 times weak to bug, so a U-turn would straight up destroy it, and any bug move would straight up destroy it, but U-turn especially because that's the most prevalent bug move in VGC. Just for pivoting out, it learns Psychic and Grassy Terrain. I don't know why you'd use that. It learns Sword Stance, so you could run a physical set, but I could see Shadow Ball, Future Sight, Trick, Skill Swap, Aura Sphere. Yeah, a lot of good special moves. Energy Ball, Earth Power, Nasty Plot, right, as I said. Mostly run Special Attacker, Leaf Storm, Stealth Rock, Grass Knot, Alex Switch. Alex Switch could be interesting. Pollen Puff, Grassy Glide, Dual Wing Beat, and Expanding Force. So you could run this with like Indeedee and just Expanding Force spam. That would be very interesting actually. And having a Grass type is also very good in this format. So yeah, I don't know. That's just Celebi. Celebi is not the best typing, so I wouldn't recommend using it. Like, because you can only use one in this format, so I would choose something like maybe Jirachi, because I like Jirachi. It's adorable, and it also has a great ability, Serene Grace. So any secondary effect is doubled. So let's say you have a 20% chance to flinch on Iron Head, it turns into a 40% chance. But I think Iron Head has a 30% chance to flinch, and therefore it's 60%. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. So because of Serene Grace, I would say that Jirachi is not a Dynamax candidate Pokemon, when Celebi might be. It's usually kind of bulky and hits hard. People sometimes run Meteor Bash. I've seen Future Sight. Its signature move is actually special, so you might want to go for special. It's kind of like it's Future Sight, but it's a Steel type move, and it's special. So, and it's 140 base power instead of Future Sight's 120. Yeah, 120 right here. So there's that. But it does only hit 2 turns after. So you could make like a Stally one with Doom Desire, but yeah. It might be good for Dynamax, because that would probably turn into like 150 base power max move. So there's that. Light Screen, Reflect, Thunder Wave, the Elemental Punches, which are pretty good. Icy Wind, Sandstorm, Rainy Day, Rain Dance, Sunny Day, Helping Hand, Imprison, U-Turn, Flame, Drain Punch, Trick Room, right? Metronome, Amnesia, Substitute. Oh, Amnesia is a TR, actually. Endure, Skill Swap, that could be interesting. Aura Sphere, Energy Ball, Zen Headbutt, Flash Cannon, Iron Head. So, with Iron Head, you have a 30% chance to flinch. Yeah, 30% chance. So with Serene Grace, you have a 60% chance to flinch your target, which is actually insane. And that's why I would say that Jirachi is not a good max candidate, because if you give it like a Choice Scarf and just Iron Head at everything, you have a 60% chance to flinch the non-Dynamax Pokemon. So that's honestly insane. Steel Beam also could be used, but you might as well use Doom Desire. Meteor Beam is also interesting. Yeah. So that's interesting. 140 special, so it doesn't turn into 150 base power move. Excuse me. Also has 100 base stats around the board, as I said, and has a pretty good typing in Steel Psychic, which is weak to Ground, Dark, and Ghost. Yeah, and Fire. Sorry. Metagross is typing also. So there's that. I would say don't use it as a Dynamax Pokemon. You get Iron Head flinches a lot, maybe some Meteor Mesh, attack raises, but yeah, that's how I would say how to use Jirachi. Keldeo. Keldeo is next, and Keldeo has 2 forms. Obviously, one is the regular form, which is called, I don't remember what it's called. The regular form and then the Resolute form. You only have the Resolute form when you have the move Sacred Sword, or Secret Sword. Rather, which is its signature move. It's like Psyshock, where it's a special attacking move, but it does physical damage. So it uses your target's defense stat, which is really, really nice. In terms of stats, it's not exactly mythical status, I guess. It's still considered a mythical, even though it does not have 600 base stats, which is very interesting. It has the same speed as all the Swords of Justice. Special defense and defense are the same. Pretty good HP set, honestly. for the defenses, so you could make a bulky one. Its typing is not bad. Water fighting, which is like the water Urshifu. Its special attack is really nice. 129 is really, really nice. You can run like Hydro Pump. Coaching is also very interesting. Water doesn't have a lot of weaknesses. Grass and lightning. Electric. You usually want to run a special one, obviously take advantage of the special attack, but you could also run a beat up strategy, honestly, because it also has the ability Justified, just like all of the other Swords of Justice. Then you want to be able to take advantage of Secret Sword, so you could do either. Having a special attacking fighting type is interesting because as you know, the max move for fighting types increases the attack by 1 stage. So even though you're doing special fighting type damage, you're not getting boosts from that. You would only get boosts from poison moves. And I don't know. Let me check here if it learns any. See, it learns Poison Jab, but it does not learn Sludge Bomb or anything to boost its special attack. So you could run like Muddy Water. Hydro Pump, as I said. You could run a beat up strategy also, so there's that. But yeah, these are just like speculative strategies. I'm not telling you like, oh, this you can only use this as this. But yeah, you could run a lot of different things you could run a lot of different things with these Pokemon. But I just thought it was very interesting that they allowed mythical Pokemon in VGC. Obviously the shiny's not legal, so if you see anybody with a shiny Keldeo, they're a hacker. Just pointing that out there. Next we got Magearna. Magearna is a very good Pokemon in singles. It's got the Steel Fairy typing, which is amazing. Only weak to ground, fire. Yeah, that's it. Ground and fire. So its very weaknesses get canceled out actually, because Steel resists Steel, and Steel is immune to poison. So there's that. And it has an amazing ability. Soul Heart boosts its special attack every time a Pokemon faints. So let's say a Pokemon on your side faints, and then a Pokemon on their side faints. You get 2 boosts in special attack, so that's insane. I would say Magearna is the best Dynamax candidate out of any of these mythical Pokemon because of its ability. And it has some great moves, like a lot of good actually setup moves. It has Calm Mind, Iron Defense, even has Gear Up. That's very interesting. But it doesn't have the plus or minus ability, so there's, yeah. Shift Gear, obviously. Flash Cannon, Aura Sphere, Zap Cannon. Floor Cannon is its signature move. So you could get a higher base power max move from that, I guess. But it lowers your special attack by 2 stages when you use it. It's only 90% accurate. So it's like a Hyper Beam, I think. Yeah. What else we got? Yeah, it's like a Hyper Beam, but Fairy type and less base power, as you can see. 90% accurate, and lowers your special attack. So it's like a Draco Meteor of Fairy types. That's what I was wanting to say. It has Self-Destruct, so you could use that. Helping Hand, Brick Break. You usually obviously want as special attack. Or Draining Kiss is used just to get recovery. Volt Switch is nice to pivot out. Ice Beam. This is probably going to be your Maximon. I might try and build a team around this just because if I could get those special attack raises, then that would be awesome. So like pair this up with Togekiss, who has an immunity to ground and is neutral to fire, and then you could just wreck everything. What else we got? Energy Ball. Stored power is also used in singles a lot because when you get boosts from Iron Defense and Gear Up and whatever, then you can use that. Obviously there's Dazzling Gleam, Steel Beam, Steel Roller, that's interesting, and Misty Explosion. You could use that after you max, because this will still turn into a max move that you can use, and then after the Misty Terrain is on the field, then you could Misty Explosion and get KOs like that. But its stats are actually really, really nice. In terms of defenses, it has 80 HP, which is not bad, but 115 defense and special defense. Great special attack, 130 special attack. You could run a physical one, but I don't recommend it because its special attack is just so much better. it's not very fast, so you probably want to use a redirector like Togekiss or Amoonguss or something like that with it, or you could set up Trick Room and then sweep with it, because that's usually what people in singles use it for. Next Pokemon we got is Marshadow. Marshadow is very interesting. It has the Ghost Fighting typing. It's the only Pokemon with that typing, and I love it. I love its design, but I hate its ability. Its ability is Technician, which moves with a base power of 60 or less are boosted by 50%. So, sounds good on paper, but in reality, it doesn't really learn many moves that benefit from that. Shadow Sneak does, Feint does, Shadow Punch does, Force Palm does. Force Palm is actually a really interesting move. It can leave the target with paralysis. What is the effect rate on that, actually? 30%. So that's actually not bad at all. 30% chance of paralysis. Its signature move doesn't even get a boost from Technician, which I think is stupid. Spectral Thief. So what you do is you actually attack with physical type ghost damage, and you steal all your target's boosts. Only the boosts. So let's say they have like a +2 from weakness policy, you could just steal that by attacking them with Spectral Thief. It learns Close Combat, which is really nice. Probably the best fighting type move in the game. Elemental Punches, obviously. You probably want to run like Shadow Sneak, Force Palm, maybe. Or Close Combat, Spectral Thief, one of those 4. Will-O-Wisp also learns Brick Break, Bounce, Shadow Claw, Phantom Force, False Swipe. False Swipe, that's actually really interesting. Bulk Up, Poison Jab, Zen Headbutt, Iron Head, Stone Edge, Foul Play, Throat Chop, Coaching, also, Skitter Smack, Poltergeist. Poltergeist actually could be really good on this, because it's pretty dang fast with 125 base speed. That's actually really fast. I would say Marshadow is more of a glass cannon, even though on paper its defenses look pretty good. But it's only weak to... No, it's weak to Flying. Yeah, weak to Flying, weak to Ghost, and Fairy. Also, that's actually not that bad. Flying, Ghost, and Fairy is not bad. So it's got a good defensive typing, but I would say that in terms of actual usage, it's kind of a glass cannon. Like you'll in singles, you'll usually see it with like a Choice Band or something, just for power, like Life Orb or something like that. Because it's fast and it hits hard. So that's my take on it. I don't know. I wouldn't use it. I'm probably gonna make a team around Magearna just because its ability is so good and its typing is phenomenal. Also, I have an original color Magearna, my own, that I actually got because I have the National Living Dex. So yeah. Now we got Melmetal. Now Melmetal is a very interesting case in that a lot of people just don't have it. Now you will have access to it. But I think it's through a paywall. I don't know exactly how it works, but G-Max Melmetal is coming out, so they're giving out free Melmetals through Pokemon Home. So you'll be able to get your hands on one, but probably not in time for this tournament at least. But it's for sure a physical attacker. It could use the Assault Vest to make its special defense stat higher. So I think that would be the best item for this. Maybe you could run like a Choice Band or a Weakness Policy even. But it's got a massive attack and defense stat, massive HP stat. So you probably want to invest in special defense and attack. And obviously it's a Trick Room Pokemon. Having that base 34 speed is obviously telling of Trick Room. But what you could do actually is use like a speed swap Pokemon like Rabombi and just speed swap turn 1, and now you have a super fast Melmetal. And that would be honestly hilarious. But yeah. Obviously, it's just a mono steel type. It has the ability Iron Fist, which powers up the punch moves, so like the elemental punches, and its signature move Double Iron Bash, which I believe has a 40% chance of flinching or something like that. Yeah, so 30% chance each time. So it's like 40, I think it's like 42%. I don't remember the math exactly, but it's like 42% of flinching. Also, it hits 2 times, so if Pokemon have Focus Sashes, then there's that. Yeah, you just destroy them. Thunder Punch gets the boost from Iron Fist. All the punch moves. Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Mega Punch. It doesn't learn Fire Punch, interestingly. Learns self-destruct and explosion, I believe. No. Learns dynamic punch, which can confuse the target if it hits, but it's only 50% accurate. Rock slide is a nice coverage move. Brick break, rock tomb. No, you don't want to use rock tomb. You want to use brutal swing. We got earthquake, superpower, high horsepower, and body press is actually really nice because that high 143 base defense stat, so that's crazy. Darkest Lariat, also very nice. Obviously you have Iron Head also, but double Iron Bash is much better. Steel Roller could be interesting, but you probably just want to run like 4 physical moves. I would say give it the Assault Vest and like max HP, max attack, classic Trick Room spread, and then just you could run speed swap strategy. That would be very interesting, but I don't know. Let's check that. Let's check that actually. Speed swap. Yeah, let's see who learns speed swap, and then I can recommend who to actually give it to. So we got, yeah, probably, as I said, Rabambi is probably your best bet, because Rabambi is the fastest at base 124 speed, so you'll be outspeeding a lot of things. Marshadow you will not, because it is a 125, right? And then Pheromos is not out yet. Yeah, spoilers, it's coming in the Crown Tundra. But, yeah, 151 speed, dang, I didn't realize that, that's crazy. That's faster than Dragon Ball. Alright, and now we got our last but not least, Zarude. Zarude also has a, I wouldn't say trash typing, but the typing is not very good in Grass Dark. And Grass Dark is obviously 4 times weak to Bug. As you can see right here, it's also weak to Fairy, Flying, Poison, Fighting, Ice, and Fire. So, horrible defensive typing, great offensive typing, and everyone was very upset when it got released and it had the Leaf Guard ability, which doesn't really do anything. Honestly, Celebi has it better, because at least Celebi can, when it withdraws, when it switches out, then its Pokemon, its status is cured. But Zarude, it's only cured in Strong Sunlight. So, funnily enough, Zarude actually does learn the move Sunny Day as a TM, yeah, right here. But let's check out its stats first before we determine. It's got 105 HP, which is actually really good. 105 defense and 95 special defense. So on paper, that looks amazing. Honestly, great stats. 120 attack. It's not super high, but it's not super low either, so it's pretty good. And 70 special attack. You obviously want to run a physical, but you could run special. I don't think you should. 105 base speed. Slower than the Swords of Justice, but I think they should have given it like chlorophyll or something, honestly. Make it so much better. But 105 base speed is not bad at all. So usually you would run maybe like Power Whip, and it learns Close Combat, which is really nice, and Darkest Lariat. So those 3 great attacking moves. Its signature move restores HP and heals any status conditions of itself and its ally in battle. So I believe it's 25%, and it heals status. So that's pretty nice. Say the percent, yeah, 25% of maximum HP. So that's actually really good. So maybe you would want to make a bulky Zarude, but honestly, with all those weaknesses, I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of like a worse Comfey, I guess, with the jungle healing, because floral healing is much a better move. It learns Solar Blade, so you can run on a Sun team and then use Solar Blade with a 125 physical tagging move that takes 1 turn in the sun. It's not bad at all. Learns Rock Slide, Scary Face is interesting, Brick Break, but we said it learns Close Combat, so it's better. U-Turn to pivot out. We got Drain Punch, Acrobatics actually for a flying move. You can max it and then max flying. Stomping Tantrum for that coverage. Iron Tail, not Iron Head. We got Close Combat, as I said. Seed Bomb, if you want to run accuracy over power, Seed Bomb is your next best bet from Power Whip, which is only 85% accurate. Then we have Darkest Lariat, excuse me, and Throat Chop. Also learns Grassy Glide and Lash Out. So I think I prefer Lash Out over Darkest Lariat. There it is. Because if you get your stats lower, then you get a double base power and you get 150 base power dark move, which will probably OHKO a lot of things. Yeah. Grassy Glide is also really nice if you set up your own terrain when maxing. I've seen a lot of people do sweeps with Zarude just because they have Grassy Glide on it. They max it, they use max grass, set up the grassy terrain, and then Grassy Glide KOs a lot of other Pokemon that are hanging on. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think the best out of all of these is probably either Jirachi for a non-Dynamax candidate or Magearna for a Dynamax candidate, just because Steel is such a good typing. Honestly, Steel is such a good typing. You could run a fast Keldeo. Keldeo has a pretty nice typing, but you could Dynamax it, honestly. 129 base special attack is really, really good. But then again, your fighting type moves will boost your attack and won't actually help you. But they can help your partner Pokemon, so there's that. Does it learn any priority moves? Question. Let me just check here. Helping Hand. I think all these guys learn Helping Hand, honestly. I mean, Helping Hand is like everywhere, but still. No, it does not learn any priority moves. It learns Leer. That's funny. Yeah, Celebi and Zarude, both 4 times weak to Bug. Wouldn't recommend them. Mew. I don't even know what to say about Mew. You could do anything with Mew. So either Mew or Magearna I would recommend using, because they're probably your best bet. And Jirachi, and Jirachi for those flinches. Melmetal could be used with the Assault Vest. I recommend it because of that lackluster special defense stat. And then maybe you could use some speed swap stuff. And then Marshadow you could use as like a fast physical attacker. But I think Dragapult does the job better because it has a better typing in Dragon Ghost, and yeah, and it's also faster. Before we end this video, I actually forgot about Zeraora. So my bad. So let's review that now. Number one thing about Zeraora that you should know is actually it outspeeds Dragapult by one stat. So that's very nice. It's got the Mono Electric typing, which is pretty good. Only weak to ground. It's got good attack, good special attack, and not such good defenses. So it's very much a sweeper, a very fast sweeper, mind you. So you could run Rising Voltage. That's a very good move. Electro Ball is niche, but since Zeraora is so fast, you could use it. Wild Charge, Play Rough is a great coverage move. Throat Chop. We got Aura Sphere. Close Combat is a great move. You always see it in singles. You usually run a physical Zeraora, but there are special ones, obviously, because it does get pretty good special moves. Superpower, Close Combat is better. Blaze Kick, also used, good coverage. Iron Tail, not such a great move, just because of that 75% accuracy. Outrage, great move, but not in doubles. If you max Zeraora, you could use it. So you might want to pair it up with something like Togekiss to follow me, and yeah, because Togekiss is immune to ground and Zeraora is only weak to ground, so there's that. Snarl, you could use it as a fast Snarl user. Electro Web for speed control, that could be very interesting. Support Zeraora with like a Focus Sash, I don't know. Fling, Bounce, great coverage. Brick Break for screen breaking. Thunder Wave, obviously. Thunder Punch, Fire Punch. Mega Kick. I don't know why you'd use that. And then obviously it's Plasma Fist ability. Now the interesting thing is its ability, Zeraora's ability, is Volt Absorb. That means it'll heal 1/4 of its maximum hit points when hit with electric type moves. And what Plasma Fist does is it changes normal type moves to electric moves. So if Zeraora goes first and use Plasma Fist, then any normal type moves used after the fact will turn into electric type moves, and if they hit Zeraora, then they heal them. So it's a very niche situation, but like Zeraora is like a perfect Porygon Z counter right now, because you could just click Plasma Fists into Porygon Z and then you would heal yourself, which is kind of stupid. Also learns Wild Charge, Discharge. You wouldn't want to use Discharge unless you have a Telepathy Pokemon in doubles. Wild Charge is pretty good. There are no real good physical attacking electric type moves other than Thunder Punch and Wild Charge. So Plasma Fists being having no recoil and being 100 base power is actually really, really nice. It's even better than Wild Charge, which is actually stupid. That's so dumb. Volt Switch, Quick Guard, actually, that's interesting. Quick Attack, Fake Out, and Power Up Punch. So you could actually use this as a Fake Out mon. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, this is just another one, Sweeper. It's only weak to ground, so that's nice. You can pair it up with Togekiss and Dynamax it. Get some good max moves off. Thunder Claps. And pretty much everyone has this shiny, so you can just flex on that. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry I was so tired today. I don't know, I'm trying to change my sleep schedule. Trying not to wake up at noon every day. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.